Hi and welcome. I'm trying to learn history. Today the Treaty of Amiens. And after that we're going to show the impingement training, and if you participate in that is at your own risk. This is already part 2 of the Treaty of Amiens. So we already had the Treaty of Amiens was 1802, and it ended the French Revolutionary Wars and also the Second Coalition, the War of the Second Coalition, which was fought against the French Republic or the revolution in France. And in that was stated in the Treaty of Amiens that Britain gave up recent conquest and France was to give up or evacuate Naples and Egypt. Britain retained Ceylon, which is today Sri Lanka, and Trinidad. Now I looked up what retained means. I looked up what reinstated means. I looked up what reinstated means. I didn't look up what retained means. So I have to look up what retained means. Okay, but they retained Ceylon and Trinidad. But it was only for 1 year peace until 1803, and then the Napoleonic Wars started and lasted for 12 years more. National goals. Okay, first you type. Definitive Treaty of Peace was also a name for it. The Peace of Amiens by Jules Claude Ziegler, 1853. So 50 years later had Jules Claude Ziegler painted this painting. The Treaty of Amiens. And the painting seems to has the title The Peace of Amiens. But it is also to call the whole thing Definitive Treaty of Peace, but it is the Treaty of Amiens. Or La Paix d'Amiens. Okay. Type, it is a peace treaty, so a contract in which people say when we're going to do peace. It was signed on the 25th March 1802, so 1802, in Amiens in France, and it became effective on the 17th March 1802, and the expiration was the 8th May 1803, when the Napoleonic Wars started again. What is all that? And the signatures, the people who signed it, were Joseph Bonaparte, from France, from England, the Marquis Cornwallis, from Spain, José Nicolas de Azara, and from the Netherlands, Rutger Jan. And the third thing is also the father of the name, Rutger Jan Schimmelpenninck. And it was done in English and French. National goals. Full text, Treaty of Amiens at Wikisource. Language English and French. That thing exists in English and in French. National goals. The United Kingdom wanted the peace to enable restoration of trade with continental Europe. Okay, let's read it again. The United Kingdom wanted the peace to enable restoration of trade with continental Europe. So the United Kingdom hoped that if peace comes, they could trade again with the main continental part of Europe. It also wanted to end its isolation from other powers and achieved that goal by a rapprochement with Russia that provided the momentum to negotiate the treaty with France. It also wanted to end its isolation from other powers. So Britain didn't want it to be longer isolated, and achieved that goal by rapprochement with Russia that provided the momentum to negotiate the treaty with France. Okay, it seems to have been that Russia had given the momentum, the opportunity or whatever, but the negotiation with France happens and the treaty could be signed. And Britain was able through that whole thing to end its isolation and work together more with other powers like Russia, and also the trade thing with Europe. The Peace of Amiens also mollified the anti-war Whig opposition in Parliament. Do you mean modified? Modified. This Peace of Amiens, so the Treaty of Amiens, also modified the anti-war Whig opposition in Parliament. So in Britain, in the Parliament, there is the Whig, a political party, and they were against war and anti-war, but they were modified. Modified would mean they changed now a bit in the politics. Now, I don't have the strongest voice right now, so we're gonna stop now. I'm gonna look maybe at the Treaty of Amiens in English and French, and also retained, what the word means, and maybe we could also modify it, and rapprochement And I think these were the two words. Very good, look them also up. So if you were here for the Treaty of Amiens, you can go directly to the next part. We'll continue with the whole thing in the next parts. If you are here for a short impingement training, this is what we're going to do now. If you participate in the short impingement training, this is the ask. We're doing forward shoulder circles. We go back, up, and front, down, and back, up, and front, down, and backwards in front, up, back, and down. And now we're doing the world lift up. Long arms, strong fists, and bring the shoulders down and together. And bring the arms to the inside. Now the arms to the outside, shoulders down and together. Arms again to the inside, shoulders still down and together. Arms again to the outside, shoulders down, together. And the next exercise. Arms to the side, hands from the fist, a bit in front, and the arms in front, shoulders down, together. Arms back, shoulders up and in front. And arms again in, shoulders down and together. Arms back, shoulders up and in front. And release. And next exercise. We're doing the shock, the lifting. We're lifting the arms up. And shock the shoulders up. And let it all down again. If this exercise causes pain, then don't do it. Again, the arms up. Shoulders up. Just down. Again, the arms up. Shoulders up. And all down. And the last time, the arms up. Shoulders up. And all down. And we press the arms together, bring them down to the outside, and again down to the inside. And that is already the last time. And we are at the last exercise, a sun dive. You can also use a t-shirt, maybe a towel, a tennis ball, have it with a long arm if you're outside. Let it fall down, and try to catch it again. And one more slowly. And on the other side. And just stretching one arm in front, the shoulders back, down, pull the arm in, have flat fingers, try to relax the arm, go it back with the shoulder. The shoulders back and down, pull the arm in, have flat fingers, try to relax the arm and come back with the shoulder. And the other arm in front, shoulders back and down, pull the arm in, have flat fingers, try to relax the arm, go back with the shoulder. And that was a short impingement training. Thank you very much, and until next time.